Blade at the crossroads. In halls of learning Chen Gong rose, a Confucian son with upright prose. He served the Han in Jungmu County, to rule with law and judge with bounty. One day a blade brought secret dread. A whisper spread, Cao Cao has fled. The traitor who had sought Dong Zhuo's life, now vanished, hunted, marked for strife. Seize him, came the mighty call. His likeness posted on every wall. And soon beneath the courthouse stair, boots thundered up to fill the air. They brought a sword, and said, Behold, the butcher's blade, with blood still cold. Chen Gong took it, cold and grim. He sensed a tale lay bound within. Then came the man, unbowed and proud. No fear he bore, nor spoke aloud. Yet in his eyes, a fire bright burned. Chen Gong's thoughts began to turn. You would strike the tyrant, not the throne. Said Gong, your cause may not be lone. Cao Cao replied, voice calm as flame. I seek not glory, wealth, or fame. But chaos reigns, the Han is weak. Let heroes rise and justice speak. Come with me, leave these dusty walls. Together, we shall heed fate's calls. That night they fled, two shadows fast, leaving court and titles past. Chen Gong gave orders, veiled and sly. Say I've gone to check the dry. They rode through dusk to freedom's land. Two stars with fate in steady hand. An old man's manor loomed ahead. Its host was wise, with silvered head. Lu Bosch, famed and full of grace, who welcomed strangers to his place. Though wary first, Cao gave his name. The elder smiled, your father's fame once shared my bond, a vow of 8. Come rest, and speak of tangled fate. They sat to dine, wine flowing sweet, while servants stoked the kitchen heat. Lu Bosch left to fetch more cheer. Yet something strange then struck the ear. The sound of blades behind closed doors. A sharpening knife, a whispering floor. Did you hear that? Asked Cao in dread. Chen Gong said, it's naught, but turned his head. Chao's voice grew hard, his hand found steel. There's treachery beneath this meal. I'll strike before the trap is sprung. The old man's kindness hides his tongue. No, cried Gong, he means no harm. But Cao, unshaken, raised alarm. He slew the kin, the maids, the men. Blood ran red in every den. And just as fire he meant to light, he saw, no soldiers hid in night. A pig was trussed, not blades arrayed. No murder laid, no trap betrayed. Too late the truth, too swift the hand. Regret came cold as shifting sand. Lu Bosch returned with wine and grin, but met his fate with sword to chin. He fell, not knowing why he died, his blood upon the garden's side. Chen Gong stood, heart crushed with grief. How could you slay this noble chief? Cao turned with eyes like iron gleam. No risk shall mar my boundless dream. Let heaven judge me as it will. I do what's needed, blood or still. I'd rather wrong the world entire than let it quench my destined fire. Chen Gong recoiled, spirit torn. A dragon's scales now stripped and worn. This was no son to guard the land, but tiger masked with outstretched hand. That night, Gong wept beneath the moon. He wrote of blood, of trust lost soon. At dawn he fled with silent pace. to seek a worthier Lord to face. Chow woke to find the verses there. A curse in ink, a broken prayer. He laughed, though bitter rang the sound. I should have struck when truth was found. Reflection. The wind along the roadside cried, while thoughts of murder rose and died. A flask untouched, a forked path near. Can loyalty and lies be clear? Today I turn from Chow to Lu. Tomorrow, smiles, if we meet anew. For truth and power seldom blend. And right and wrong have bitter ends. Histories stew in shadow brood. Where kings arise and blood is food. The victor writes the hero's name. The dead are silence, lost to flame.